Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS. What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. So, we've got a lot to talk about today in regards to the Green Bay Packers. Three big news stories in particular, the biggest of which, in my opinion, is the Packers re-signing middle linebacker Davante Campbell to a 5-year, $50 million contract. And let me tell you, that contract it's a bargain for Green Bay. It is, oh my goodness. I was not expecting him to be that cheap. But Davante Campbell, last season, an all-pro. And this guy rose from, almost nothing. I mean, I don't even think I made a video on him when we signed him back in June. I honestly don't even remember us signing him. And then when the season started, I noticed him on the field, and I'm like, wow, this guy's good. How did I not even know about this guy being signed? But he had probably the best middle linebacker season that I can remember from a Green Bay Packer, at least since I've been alive, for that's for sure. The only one that can compare is, maybe Nick Barnett in 2007. I think he was a second-team All-Pro then, but Campbell is a first-team All-Pro this year, ranked first overall in, all of the Pro Football Focus grades for middle linebackers. He was excellent in run defense, excellent in pass coverage. I can't tell you how awesome it is to have a player in Green Bay, a middle linebacker, I should say, that can, be a two-level player, a guy who can stop the run and, cover tight ends, cover the middle of the field effectively. It's awesome. And now we got him back for the next 5 years, and it's only going to cost us $10 million a year. And $10 million a year. But I think this contract definitely says a lot about Campbell's desire to stay in Green Bay too, because he certainly could have gotten a lot more on the open market, and I would not have blamed him for going somewhere else to get, an extra. He probably could have gotten 65 million or something. I think that 50 million is definitely on the lower end for a player of his caliber. But hey, he wants to be in Green Bay. He wants to have a chance to win a Super Bowl. This is the place to do it. But just so happy that we got him back, because he was, the guy that I wanted Green Bay to re-sign this year. If we couldn't have anybody else, I wanted Davante Campbell at minimum. But moving on to other news, Preston Smith also re-signed this today. I think it was a 4-year, $52 million contract. And Preston Smith had a really, really good year last year. Wasn't all-pro caliber, but still, a huge bounce back from his 2020, which was majorly disappointing. I was totally fine with, them cutting him after last season, but they brought him back on an incentives-laden deal, and he was a very effective pass rusher for us. Him and Gary really held down the fort last season, and their performances in the divisional round game against the 49ers were huge. Preston Smith, I think, was the one leading the charge on that fourth down stop late in the game. Of course, we all know how the game ended, but still, at that moment, that was like the biggest defensive stop I've ever seen from a Green Bay Packers team since, the Super Bowl back in 2010. But he had a fantastic year this year, 9 sacks, 17 quarterback hits. He was up there in the Pro Football Focus rankings as well, so getting him back is awesome. And then a little bit not as positive news. It's about Davante Adams. I'm sure some of you have already seen this because it broke this morning, but Davante Adams got franchise tagged, and he has informed the Packers that he does not want to play on the franchise tag and will not suit up for the Packers on the franchise tag. And honestly, I can't really blame him for that, because the franchise tag is, $19 million this year, and he is worth, at least, at minimum, I would say at least $25 million a year. And I'm never going to be in the camp of people that, blame the players for not getting as much money as they can, because the fact of the matter is, in sports, I mean, this is it for you. These next 10, 15 years, that's when you're going to make your money. And after that, unless you were a great, great player who's going to get tons of endorsement deals after retirements, like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, whatever, that's your window to make money. So I have no problem with a player wanting to maximize the amount of money in the short career that they're going to have in the grand scheme of things. That being said, though, I do hope that the Packers are able to, figure out a long-term contract for Davante Adams, because I love Davante Adams. He's one of my favorite players on the Packers, and he's certainly, in my opinion, the best receiver in the league. But I would say probably if I had to choose between, guys like Campbell, guys like Preston Smith, and then of course the extension that we're hopefully gonna give Jair soon, and who's the other one that's up for an extension? God, I can't remember. Oh, Elton Jenkins. That's right, Elton Jenkins. If I had to choose, between some of the other core players and just one Davante Adams, I think I might have to lean for the core players. As great as Davante Adams is, I think I would rather have, the guys who are younger and are primed to be, a building block for this franchise going forward. That doesn't mean I don't want Davante Adams back, though, but if he's really dead set on getting $30 million a year, which, for all intents and purposes, he is worth $30 million a year. I'd said 25 at minimum, but in his mind, he is worth $30 million, and I don't disagree with that either. If he's asking for $30 million, I really don't know if the Packers can actually do that, given their current salary cap difficulties. But maybe he has a change of heart and he decides to come back and play on the tag. Who knows? But the big news, really, though, today: Devondre Campbell, Preston Smith, both re-signed. Both guys who were huge and impactful on the defense last year, and definitely two guys who can be, building blocks for this defense going forward, because last year was a very, very promising year in Joe Barry's first year as defensive coordinator, and, these guys had, great years under him, so I'm really happy that we're sticking with them and giving them the extensions that they deserve here in Green Bay. So anyways, guys, so that's all I got to say in this video. Just super thrilled about Campbell, and really happy about Preston Smith as well. Hopefully we can get Davante an extension or something, or convince him to play one more year on the tag. I'm not sure. Like I said, though, not going to blame him for wanting, as much money as he thinks he's worth, and definitely I think he's worth the amount of money that he wants. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got to say in this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below what your thoughts are on the extensions and Davante Adams. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pat, go.